I'm eating my combat rations.
Really, Pringles? Okay. All right, so we fade back in from black. And the shuttle is, or the ship is shaking, is moving, but it was just settling, just a little bit. Uh, the Commander Max's kind of shove on the door just kind of jostled things a little bit. Everything's fine. Like you see a small level of dust. Um,
For those watching, Max is here. He just has his camera off while he indulges in dinner.
all right. So Fark and Doc, you guys see just a little bit of shifting and shimmying, and you see a little bit of dust. A couple birds fly out from around the ship, in up into the higher trees, and that's where we're at.
Our
Oh yeah.
engineer is dirty.
Yeah. So tap the comm badge. Max, are you there? Can you hear us? Is everything all right?
I'm here. I'm fine. I think the ship was just settling because I pushed a little too hard to get the door open, I guess. But we're good. No further issues at the moment. Hopefully it maintains, but we'll keep you in the loop.
All right, glad to hear it.
Okay.
Well,
Nick will go with it. Okay. So I'm leaving those guys up there where they're at just so they can be on the screen for the recording. Nick.
right.
Just so you
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah. So you guys are. So we'll go with. Stop moving it! I will disable your ability, sir. All right.
Should
So
probably take a look around the perimeter then of the ship to make sure to see if we see any signs of the other crew in case they ventured off. Right?
okay.
Yeah, let's head from that back door that we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go in a counter. We'll go in a clockwise, so to the left
Okay.
and around.
All right.
Um, Looking for footprints. Let me see here my attributes. Okay, I was just seeing what I had. Okay,
Okay. So you guys are off wandering around. Well, not wandering, but you guys are diligently looking around the ship. You don't see like there's nothing prevalent, but the ground is kind of brushy, where the growth is like ankle high kind of thing. Where unless something snapped, you really wouldn't see a footprint, so to speak.
okay. Would we be able to see if something like dragged along? Would like the grass go down?
If something were dragged, yes.
Okay.
Nothing we'd be able to pick up on scanners or tricorder. Or,
Nothing. You guys are I assume you're scanning.
Hmm.
Okay.
yeah.
You're. I assume you're doing the tricorder
That
thing.
part.
You're not seeing anything other than one really
Picking up
beat
a
up
gingerbread
ship.
house.
Right. One really beat up ship.
Hmm. Okay.
And
So
then,
progress all the way back to the.
Yeah, we reached the front.
okay, so
Check
as
it.
you reach the front, you notice that the front end of the ship has actually the hull has cracked in such a way that it's kind of like a Pez dispenser. Like it's opened up in the front, like that little V of open into the ship.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's big enough for us to get in.
Yeah, you guys could climb in it.
Fark to Max.
Max here.
Max, we're at the front of the vehicle, and we have located an opening where the ship is cracked open here. We'll complete our sweep, but I want you to be aware of that opening, that entranceway.
Roger. Got it.
Yeah. Wise move considering it's a second point of entry.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll continue with our clockwise.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys continue on, and you guys get around back to the rear of the ship, and nothing out of the ordinary other than one really effed up ship.
Okay. Well, worth checking.
Doctor, just an idea. Let's go back to the front and enter the ship through there and head towards Max so we can clear from the front back.
Sounds good. We can avoid any surprises.
Fark to Max.
Max here.
The doctor and I are heading back to the front of the ship. The perimeter is clear. We didn't find anything, but we're going to go back to the front of the ship and clear and enter through there and clear back to you to see if there's anything up front and work our way back. That way you can concentrate on what you need to in the back.
Got it.
Okay. All right, so you guys travel back around. You're able to hop in. There's a little bit of shifting with the front end of the ship, the nose of the ship. It shifts a little bit, but doesn't nothing big. It just a little uneasiness, and you guys are able to get down to the main deck pretty easy. Get your feet on firm floor, and then we'll cut over to Commander Max. What are you and your team doing?
Well, we're heading towards where I believe the engineering section is.
Okay. So as you walk in, that fog kind of looms in there as well, like in the ship. Like it feels like it's been down for longer than it should have been, but at the same time, it's possible that that's just how the clouds are setting and getting trapped in the ship. You're noticing not a little bit of dust here and there, but it could easily be from outside from outside. You hear little nicks and creaks as things start to settle, or as things continue to settle. As you guys walk through, you hear the plinks of your boots on the deck floor, and you see. So lighting is emergency lighting.
So there is at least some power still flowing through the ship.
That is correct.
Okay.
And as you're going through, you see a couple of the consoles will flash on and off, and over just in front of you, across a hall or across as you get to engineering, you see one of the consoles is on and does appear to be operational.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and access the panel to check out the status of the engines and the warp drive. I'm assuming it's a warp vessel, so
it is indeed a warp vessel.
So I'm going to check out the status of the warp drive and whether or not it has thrusters and or impulse engines.
Okay. Let's see. We're gonna do your. So this will be a difficulty 1 task. We're going to go reason plus engineering.
All right. I've got computers as a focus.
I'll allow it.
Reason and engineering is 15.
Mm-hmm.
What's my difficulty?
Your difficulty, it's just difficulty 1 task.
Okay.
4 and 10. All right. So that is 3 successes. For the 1. So you've got 2 floating momentum. So you access the terminal. You see that the warp core is down, but safe. It's not volatile. Even maneuvering thrusters and impulse engines are hosed pretty sufficiently.
Oh boy! So leaving orbit is not going to be easily accomplished.
In your professional opinion, you'd need a pretty sizable industrial replicator to fix this, and a solid team of probably 10 engineers to fix this beauty up to fly.
Okay.
Now you have two floating momentum.
Using the computer, I'm going to use one of the momentum to access the ship's database, see if the captain had left, or captain or any of the crew left any logs that can help us determine what exactly happened.
As it would so happen, you start flying over the key. You find it pretty quick. The captain did leave a message stating quite simply that the ship incurred some issues from some gravitational anomalies that played with the atmosphere. They got their sensors got out of whack, and they fell out of the sky. They weren't able to maneuver through the roughest part of it and crash landed here. Unfortunately, for their crew member died in the crash, and they were buried outside. The captain left message that they left in search of the civilization, in search of the people that live here.
They went searching for them.
Yes.
So they believe that that's probably their best means of survival at this point. Is trying to find a way to integrate with them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're violating the Prime Directive.
Do we know if
they are civilians? Prime Directive applies to Starfleet.
Do we know if they went in disguised at all, or if they just went?
There's nothing in his notes saying that they attempted to disguise themselves in the least.
Okay.
Agreed.
And there's no history on the fact that this civilization has ever encountered extraterrestrial life.
I have one momentum left. I can access the computer to find that out, unless someone else has another question that I should inquire of the computer.
What do you think, Nick?
I would. Well, have we made it there yet, Jim?
No, you guys are about middle of the ship, and you guys are middle top. He is rear center towards the bottom.
Okay.
Well, I'm just confirming out of character with my
right. No, I was just he was asking where everybody was in relation to each other.
I would see where the nearest settlement is and which way, if we can pick it up where it is, and
I guess
which way
Okay.
that's where they would go. Yeah.
All right. So
And
I'm going to go.
You guys do have 4 other momentum you could use to get more information if you need it.
Right.
But for now, because they left to find the other civilization, I'm going to go ahead and use the momentum to find out where they went exactly. I mean, what direction, or where the nearest settlement is, whatever information we can go about their potential destination.
Okay, so you kind of sort through the captain's information and some of the other scientific logs. You're still hearing in the background. You're still hearing like little creaks and ticks and plinks of feet on the deck, and birds and local wildlife in and around the ship, as well as the ship settling. And you're finding it. You're going through it. And it looks like you've got a pretty solid map that they're about a kilometer to the west is the, about 2 kilometers to the west is their closest major city. And it actually looks like it's their capital city.
And that's the direction that they went?
And that was the direction that they headed for from the captain's logs.
Okay. They went that way to the west. Apparently, there's a big city there. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to look around the engine room a little bit more, and I want to see, did they take anything with them? Is there anything noticeably missing from the ship, technology-wise, that they may have taken with them? Like, is there a replicator ripped out of the wall, or
No, nothing that you can tell. Nothing seems to be in order, everything seems to be in order that wasn't,
Destroyed in
shaken
the
apart.
crash.
Yeah, that wasn't destroyed in the crash. There doesn't seem to be anything ripped out or taken.
Okay.
You would assume that they at least took tricorders with them and a
Yeah.
med kit or two.
Okay.
And then Nick and Sal, you guys have made it back down to Mike by this point.
Okay.
It's not a
So
big ship, apparently.
No, it's not.
But it's all twisted up, Mike.
Yeah. How's the ship look from the front?
like
We
a
should have
pressure
brought 2 shuttles.
Should have brought 2 shuttles. Okay. Not promising then.
What's the engine room like? Can you work your magic?
She ain't gonna fly. Not without some major help. But I know where they
Brought her
went.
down.
What was that?
Any indication of what actually caused her to crash?
No. I
In the captain's log, it said that
Yeah.
gravimetric distortions
Yeah.
screwed with it, and they couldn't they couldn't pilot themselves out of it.
yeah. So we didn't see anything other than that in the logs. She was a nice ship. I would have flown her, but yeah, she's not going anywhere.
Any indication of the rest of the crew?
They went west. They went towards the what appears to be the capital city.
Of course they did.
During our scan of the log, were we able to determine how long ago they left?
It looks like they left about 2 days ago.
So they have
It's only 2 kilometers.
it's like a kilometer away, right?
2
Yeah, 2 kilometers.
So they're there.
Okay, so
2 kilometers take.
they're already there.
And
Okay,
we
so
have no idea how they would have been received by this population.
they could be dead. They could be gods. They could be
observing from a hide location.
True.
Be a log rat by now, for all we know.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think? Should we go after them, or should we worry about destroying the ship?
You hear the ship ominously creak again.
What is me?
Let's.
Are we positive that there's nothing in the ship with us?
Chief engineer,
Yeah,
scuttle this ship. The rest of it, you and your team, scuttle the ship. Medics with me will wait outside.
Okay, so I've got to figure out a way to blow up the ship or destroy it.
Well, you said you brought explosives. You were all Mr. Hurtlocker.
Raul, did you bring the explosives?
I thought you brought the
I
explosives.
thought you brought the explosives.
Explosives? We don't need no stinking explosives.
So did Raul bring the explosives, Mr. GM?
Raul did not bring the explosives. No
Okay,
está
so I have
aquí,
to-
boss.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to get creative. I have to get creative. And I privately had asked earlier the GM whether there were enough materials either on the ship or that could be salvaged from the nearby rocks, nearby geology, in order to create some thermite in which to destroy the ship. But apparently there isn't enough materials. So, okay, the warp core is operational, but that would be a pretty big boom.
Yeah.
With the civilization a couple kilometers away, they would see it. They would probably be incinerated by it.
And they might consider it an act of war from another faction.
Also true.
Or an act of war from us.
Yeah.
I'm of the mind we have the coordinates. Can the Tapao destroy it from orbit?
We can't communicate with the Tapao. If
And if we go back,
Yeah. On our way
true,
out.
they would a photon torpedo would do more than enough damage, but again, only a couple kilometers away. I'd be kind of worried about secondary issues such as forest fire.
Well,
we can't
I think
leave
it's
this here.
scenario to take it out on our way out of here than to, have a big smoking pile of wreckage behind us. As
We definitely can't leave it.
Can we lock? Make it so that they can't enter in any way?
No, because remember that opening in the front, it's sheared open like a Pez dispenser's mouth.
What about sealed bulkheads after that entry point, though?
Yeah, it'll just take a few hours to do that.
The ship shakes a little bit of settling. It creaks, and Commander Max, you lose your balance a little bit,
Of course he does.
Whoa.
and you fall onto your side and up against a corner console that had some kind of viscous fluid coming out of it. And as you stand up, you realize your hands and your legs are now covered in an oil kind of substance.
Not native to the ship?
No, very much native to the ship.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, this is... I just wipe my hands on my uniform. Okay. There.
Well, take me to your leader is going to be a little bit embarrassing now with a crew member covered in gunk, but
Sorry, it couldn't be helped. Disposing of the ship. I mean, if we can figure out what is causing the criminal interference.
Let's do it from outside of the ship.
All right, good idea.
Okay, so you're all heading outside the ship?
Yeah, we're heading outside.
Okay, so you crawl up a couple decks, and as you get to the door, you see the light, you see the fog, misty, that humidity, you're hearing creaks. And as soon as you kind of all step out pretty close at the same time, and as you step out, you realize there are 20 lemur folk standing at the door waiting for you.
Are we in the back or the back of the front?
You're in the back of the ship. And yeah, so you look at them kind of awkward. They look ready. They don't have weapons drawn or anything, but they certainly look ready for anything. But they look genuinely pleased to see you, and one of them speaks up and says, "Hello, are you from the Federation?"
All right. I have cultural flexibility. When you attempt a task to learn about an unfamiliar culture or to act in an appropriate manner when interacting with members of such a culture, you reduce the difficulty by 1.
Okay.
So
No task yet.
just putting that out there.
Okay.
So
I also have diffused
So-
attention, which we don't necessarily need, and incisive scrutiny.
So Nick, you notice something clicks in your head. The universal translator picked up their language just fine.
What do they look like?
They look
Lemurs.
like lemurs.
Are they
Human
bipedal?
lemurs. What's that?
Are they bipeds?
Yes, they are bipedal humanoid lemurs. They're about your height.
Are they clothed?
They are clothed. So their clothing is mostly sharp angles, with kind of jagged stripes.
Like TNG Romulans with the
Not shoulder pads.
right.
But more or less, not to that level. Just decorative kind of stripes along the sides.
Okay.
Short sleeves. exposing their kind of furry forearms.
About 65, 67 inches tall.
They're about a meter and a half
Okay.
tall. They've got sandals they've got footwear the best thing I could try are they're cork bottomed with what looks like canvas straps over the top of them, with little adornments, little buckles and gems.
Well, I'm going to wave hello, say hi. Since they're not frightened of us, they know of the Federation, so we might as well talk to them.
We stay in contact with our people already.
Yeah. So, what race were the people aboard the Telsa?
The
Tesla?
Tesla?
Tesla.
Yes,
You had mix. The crew that left were you had the captain is human. First officer was Trill. The assistant was Trill. You had one Andorian, and let's see. Yeah, and goodness, I can't think of any. Why can't I think of any? One Zach Dorn. Just because.
Sal, what species are you?
Andorian.
Okay. So I'm going to ask them, have you seen our friends? One of them looks like him. Pointing to Sal.
Yes, they're the ones that directed us to come get you. They saw your spacecraft come down or land, and said that you would probably be here.
They know that we're here. Good. And are they safe?
Oh yes, very safe. We've learned quite a bit from them over the last few days.
Yeah. Well, we just learn about you as well and see our
Max.
people.
Gentlemen, they're in a first contact situation, even though they've already been exposed. So we need to remember our protocols.
Understood.
Do you speak for your people, sir?
Yes, in this group, my people are all here. So yes, I speak for them.
And how do we address you? Do you have a name?
I'm trying to. The monikers are different. I am the third of my house. We do not have, as you call them, names.
So what do we call you? Do we refer to you as third?
That has been working for the other Federation people.
You may call me Fark.
Yes, Fart.
Yes.
Okay.
Fark.
Oh, Fark. My mistake.
Max.
I'm telling Fark that you did that.
Max.
This is Max. This is Sal.
Sal.
This is Andy. And this is Pablo.
Raul.
Oh, Raul. Sorry.
This is Pablo Raul. Okay. Yes.
Raul starts cursing at you in Spanish.
I really thought it was Pablo.
It's wow. It's very lovely to meet all you. Before the sun goes down all the way, we should make haste to get back to the city.
Okay.
We would be honored.
Okay.
Is this a good time to fade to black?
Nope.
Oh, dude, I gotta get to bed.
Okay. Do you need to?
I have to get up for work. I have a class in the morning for work.
Okay. Let's see, where are we at on time?
It's 11 o'clock here.
Yeah. If you gotta go, no, whoa! Why did everybody else go black? On
They
mine.
didn't on mine.
It's only on mine. It's not even on Captain Moz. Okay, so
Weird.
yeah, you guys. Hold on, let me refresh real quick so I get your audio back. Uh-oh, we lost Saul. No, we did not. Okay, cool.
There they are.
Got you back.
Now Max is blank.
What the? Okay, so I'm gonna take this as a hint. Yes, that is where we're gonna fade to black.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It's like a chapter end.
And you guys will lose a momentum as we carry through the scene. And we will pick up next time. Next Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Cool. Mike,
Okay.
good?
Should be fine with me.